Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled 10-Year Plan. 10-year plan. Everybody's talking about retirement. Everybody's talking about what's going to happen in the next 10 years. Okay. So I decided, let me do this lesson and find and discuss the 10-year plan. Let's talk about this 10-year plan. um, we gonna be around here in 10 years? I don't know. We getting closer and closer to the end. Okay. But the world is asleep and they don't know what's going on. Okay. But here's what you need in the 10-year plan. It's salvation. That's the main thing that should be on your mind. Salvation is the only thing that matters. This is Lamentations 3:21. This I recall to my mind, therefore have I hope. It is of Yahweh's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. Okay? Just like his judgments, okay, come every morning. Verse 24, it says, Yahweh is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in him. Yahweh is good unto them that wait for him, to the soul that seeketh him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh. Okay, that right there, that's the foundation of the 10-year plan. Okay, to hope and quietly wait for the salvation of Yahweh. All right. This devil has a plan, and his plan, all right, is to insert everyone, okay, with the C hip, okay, the programmable C hip, the micro C hip. Revelation 13:16, it says, and he calls it all. Okay, let's go get that. Let's see. Revelation 13:16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right? So you got the karagma, all right, and the root word of that is karax, okay, which is a stake, okay? It means to impale, to insert, okay? All right, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so this devil, that's his ultimate plan and his new world order. All right, is to enslave the entire earth. Okay, all right. Is famine, death, and destruction in your plans? Second Esdras 15:1 says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Hold on, wait a minute. This is the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha, according to Esau, is uninspired. According to Esau, the Apocrypha is not part of the original canon, which it was. Okay? But so why is the Apocrypha talking about speaking the words of prophecy and the Lord and his laws? Second Esdras 15:1, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Faithful and true. That's something else in the Bible that's consistent with the scriptures. Yahweh Shai is called faithful and true in the book of Revelation. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, and let not the incredulity or unbelief of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth. Salakia, plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right. Are these things in your 10-year plan? Add joblessness, famine, and civil war to your 10-year plan. This is Ecclesiastes 12:3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. There's not going to be work, okay? When you wake up in the morning, you're not going to hear trucks and trains and those type of things. It's going to be quiet. You're going to hear birds chirping, okay? This is an article. I just snatched today. Illinois trucking company with 480 drivers abruptly cease operations. Okay, updated late Friday with additional information about the closure. An Illinois-based trucking and logistics company, which contracted with the United States Postal Service to haul mail, has notified over 650 employees, including more than 480 drivers, that the carrier is ceasing operations, according to sources familiar with the closure. Okay, so these are examples, all right, of men and women. 480 drivers just lost their jobs. Okay, work is gone. It's just one example. Now, this right here, I also picked up online, talking about the future of job loss because of AI. All right, and I'm just going to read a couple of these bullet points. AI and automation are significantly reshaping the workforce, leading to job losses and changes in employment dynamics. By 2025, 2 million manufacturing jobs could be automated. And by 2030, 14% of the global workforce may need to transition to new careers. Let me read that bullet point again. By 2025, 2 million manufacturing jobs could be automated, and by 2030, 14% of the global workforce may need to transition to new careers. Data entry jobs are particularly vulnerable, with 7.5 million positions predicted to be lost by 2027. So in 3 short years, okay, inside of this 10-year plan, right, 7.5, almost 8 million positions are predicted to be lost for data entry type jobs. So if you're going to school for data entry, you might as well forget it. You're in the wrong career. You're in the wrong. Hey, you know what? you know, a lot of times people always say, I'm in the wrong field. They see people making money and they say, I'm in the wrong field. I used to say that all the time, especially when you go downtown and let's say you go on the lake or something. You see Esau riding around in yachts and shit. And you're like, what are they doing? What are they doing for a living? I'm in the wrong field. And you can make a decent wage. But some of these Edomites, the way they living, you like, man, how was they living like that? Either way, if you're in data entry, you're in the wrong field. All right. Now, I will say this before I continue. I got the best job in the world. All right. All right. Me and the men of this truth, all the brothers out here preaching this truth, we got the best jobs on earth. All right. Now, that's a fact. All right. Nearly 47% of U.S. workers face the risk of job loss to to automation over the next decade. That's almost half. It says 47%. 47 is almost 50. Nearly 47% of United States workers face the risk of job loss to automation over the next 10 years. We talking, the title of this lesson is the 10-year plan, man. 25% of CEOs anticipate job cuts of 5% or more due to generative AI in 2024, while 75% believe AI will bring significant changes within 3 years. Okay. 44% of companies planning to implement AI expect to result in layoffs in 2024. Okay. 80% of the United States workforce could see at least 10% of their tasks affected by large language models. By 2027, 65%, more than half, okay, of tasks related to data processing and information could be fully automated. 120 million workers will need retraining to meet changing business demands over the next 3 years. 23.5, almost a quarter of the United States companies have replaced workers with Chat GPT, with larger organizations twice as likely to adopt AI compared to smaller enterprises. You know what? You see these even with your bank. You got an issue with your bank, you ain't talking to nobody that day. You might as well forget it. You're going to be running around in a loop, pressing buttons on your phone, because you ain't nobody to talk to. Only 34% of organizations are actively reskilling employees to work with new AI tools. Economic and legal barriers may delay the automation of half of the current worldwide tasks by up to 20 years. Professors such as law and medicine may resist AI adoption due to legal and safety concerns. 27% of workers with a bachelor's degree or higher are employed in jobs most exposed to AI. Listen to that. It says almost 30% of workers with bachelor's degrees or higher are employed in jobs most exposed to AI, and these workers tend to earn more. 75% of organizations are likely to implement AI technologies by 2027. Okay. All right. So 3 out of 4 companies are going to have an AI protocol, AI technology in the next 3 years. Okay. Overcoming challenges such as workforce retraining, and addressing legal and economic barriers is crucial for realizing the economic gains from automation. Okay. So I just read those bullet points just to show you that, this place is coming to a halt. There's going to be a lot of joblessness. That's part of the 10-year plan. Okay. Lamentations 4:9. A lot of joblessness, a lot of hunger. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. All right. So that starvation is for real. Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power. Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. And this is one of those scriptures, that, by faith is just meant to comfort us in the times that's coming. The Lord said we're gonna eat. So we just do the work and we're gonna trust in the Lord. Okay? We're gonna do the work, we're gonna trust in the Lord, and the Lord gonna feed us. Simple as that. All right. And I just did a lesson just last week about these YouTube teachers trying to come up some other way. There's no other way for you to come up. Okay? You could have a YouTube channel, all right, and you can try to You can try to preach and teach this truth all you want to, okay? But the reality is you can't come up some other way. All right? This ministry has components, okay? And those components is part of the doctrine. You're not sitting at home with a YouTube channel and you ain't on the street corners. Wisdom crieth in the street. You ain't gonna eat, bro. Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother. All right, that's civil war. And every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Okay? They don't know what's going on. They're going to be trying to figure out what's going on. All right? But this is all part of the prophecy. 2nd Esdras 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity on his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. This is what's coming, okay, as you plan your 10-year plan, okay? Joblessness and famine, civil war. That should be part of your 10-year plan. Okay? All right. With that, I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.